What is going on, YouTube? I am Lamont at Large. Today, I am on Kirkwood Highway in Wilmington, Delaware. I'm here to talk about the double unsolved homicide of Jessica Watson and Mattnew Macerato. Let's go back to December 26, 2004. Christmas time, a very busy time for retail shops all over the country, all over the world. And after Christmas, stores are still busy. They're dealing with people who have gotten gift cards, who are making new purchases, and of course, hey, you get something for Christmas, you don't like it, hey, go ahead and return it. So we're at the casual male big and tall shop. We got two employees in the store at the time that it's closed. It's closed at 6 p.m. You had Jessica Watson, 22 years of age, and you had Mattnew Macerato. He was 18 at that time. He had just got the job at that store. He was only working there not even 2 weeks. Jessica had been hired 2 months previous, and she was such a good worker. Her boss said that she was very passionate about her job. She loved arranging the shirts in color form. She liked helping the men that would come in there. Oh, this tie looks better on you this way. This shirt brings out your eyes, so forth and so on. And they seen that she took her job very seriously, and in the 2 months they moved her up to assistant manager. So you got Jessica and Mattnew in the store at closing time. They lock the door. Mattnew turns on the vacuum cleaner. Then they start getting the store ready for the next shift coming in the following morning. Now, as I said, Jessica was a very punctual person. She had a 2-year-old daughter. She was going to school at Delaware State University. She was working full-time at this store right there. When she would get off of work at 6 p.m., she normally would be home by 7 p.m. So on that night, 7 p.m. came, and Jessica hadn't arrived home. She lived with her daughter and her sister in an apartment about 10 miles from here. 7 p.m. came, her sister Anitra, she got a little bit concerned. 7:30 passes, 8:30, okay, now she's worried. She's calling the store number, she's calling her cell phone, there's no answer at either place, either phone. She says, okay, I'm gonna go to the store and see where my sister is. So she makes the 10-mile drive to the store. She gets there and she looks through the window, and of course it's locked up tight. She can see the vacuum in the middle. The lights are on, but nobody's there. She circles around to the back of the store and she notices the door to the back is open and it's ajar. She opens the door, she looks inside. Nobody's in there. However, there's a door open to the basement, and she can see from upstairs, looking to the basement, she sees her sister and Mattnew both laying down in a pool of blood everywhere. She runs out of the business and calls 911. Detectives arrive. They go downstairs to the basement, and Mattnew and Jessica were both shot and killed execution style, bullet to the back of the head. This is the store where the murders occurred. Of course, you can still see the casual male sign. I'm not sure how long the store's been closed. Now, Jessica, at the time, she was working with another manager. Last name was Castro. I do not know why, but the manager told Jessica and Mattnew he'll be right back. He leaves the store here, does whatever he's got to do. By the time he comes back here, this place is covered in crime scene tape, police lights, ambulance lights, everything. Now, Jessica was responsible for tallying the receipts for that night, so they're guessing so far that this is a robbery gone horribly wrong. So they're looking over the receipts and they notice that there's a credit card purchase that was made right at around 6 p.m. They track down the owner of the credit card. They call him. They say, hey, they explain to him the situation. And he tells the police, yeah, I was there. I used my credit card. They asked him, did you see anybody there? He goes down to the station for the interview. He's talking to them in person. Did you see anything weird or unusual? He said, no. He said, they were closing. I made my purchase, and there was a heavy-set white guy there with his head. It was shaved in the back. So maybe he had some kind of a flat top, I'm guessing, or something along the lines. Looking over the crime scene, there was no fingerprints, no footprints that I'm aware of. They did get a shell casing to one of the bullets. They were hoping that possibly there would be a fingerprint on it. However, nothing. Now, when this murder happened, it was all over the news here in Wilmington, in the Philadelphia area, South Jersey. And a lot of the businesses in this area pitched in to have a reward. So the reward climbed up to about $35,000, yet nobody's called. Now, you would get calls here and there. Oh yeah, hey, I think this guy did it. Oh hey, I think that guy did it. But nothing came to fruition. Now, this would be the back door right here where Jessica's sister would have opened this door and seen her sister dead in the basement. Now, let's talk about this basement really quickly. Detectives possibly theorize that this could have been an inside job. Now, you're dealing with a business during Christmas time where they would have more money in the till than normal. How did the robber know that this business had a basement? Putting myself in the shoes of a robber, I'm not gonna think of robbing a store and, oh yeah, hey, go into the basement. So there's that theory that this was an inside job perhaps, but they interviewed past employees. They interviewed employees from other casual mail stores in and around the Wilmington, Philadelphia area. Nothing. They delved into Mattnew and Jessica's past. Did they have any enemies? Were they involved in any gang activity? Were their friends involved in any gang activity? Jessica was a standout high school athlete. She was a very good student. No known enemies. Mattnew was into the local music scene here. He had hoped to either become a music producer or a sound engineer. No known enemies. Nobody that they can think of that wanted these two dead. Another theory is that this just wasn't a robbery, that the robbery was secondary to the actual crime of wanting one or both Mattnew and Jessica dead. This murder, double murder right here, has been unsolved. This is the 17th year. And usually on the anniversary of the murder, the friends and family of the two victims would come here every year on the anniversary date and have some kind of a get-together and a balloon release. And detectives are basically out of options. They have theories on who could have possibly committed this crime, but of course, like I said, everything always ends up in a dead end. Certain prisons in and around the country have a program where the playing cards that are sold in a commissary have unsolved murder victims' faces printed on the deck of cards. This has been wildly successful in the Connecticut prison system. It has brought about the solving of 20 murders. Jessica and Mattnew's pictures were printed on playing cards that were distributed and sold in the prison system here in Delaware, but to no avail. Nobody has came forward. The heavyset white man with the shaved back of his head, he has never been found. He has never come forward. 17th year. These families have to live with this brutal crime. The Wilmington Police Department would like to hear from you. If anybody has any information that could bring the person or persons responsible for the murder of Jessica Watson and Mattnew Macerato, call Delaware Crime Stoppers 1-800-TIP-3333. That's 1-800-847-3333. I'm Lamont at Large. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you on the next vlog. Peace out.